Hey y'all, welcome back to Daydream Manor Flower Farm. I'm Dawn, I live in South Louisiana, and today's video, let's just talk about needing a break. Well, hey y'all, welcome into my kitchen because it's actually late. I'm like 30 minutes away from my bedtime. It has been a crazy week. Like, I feel like I have not been able to catch my breath this week, and it's all good stuff. It's just so many things, but y'all, I hit the ground. I was up at 4:45 this morning. I hit the ground running. I was outside at 6 a.m. All before 9 o'clock, I had another flower farmer come by to drop some stuff off to me. I had a load of wood chips delivered, and I had already had a call with my daughter and another friend of mine talking about some other things that needed to get done. All before 9 a.m. Oh, and I harvested a huge bucket of flowers. So, yeah, and then, there's work. So, I made a decision this morning that this weekend, I am working for me. For me. Not for the flower farm, not for the boutique, not for the Mercantile at the Manor, which is my online boutique. I'm working for me. Because I gotta get some crap done around this house. Look at my table. My table is empty because I realized a little while ago, I was getting some dinner together, and I looked, I still have like my winter tablescape on here. And I know some of y'all are like, why do you do that? But look, here's the deal. So this table belonged to Mr. Daydream's mom. It's the table he grew up eating on. And when we moved into this house, I wanted a big table in this space. And she was like, just take it. So I stripped it. I repainted it. It needs another coat of paint on it. And did the chairs. Went to the thrift store, found these chairs, redid those. All the things. And I love doing a tablescape over here because I have all the look. Like all of my house plants are in here. And then my kitchen area is right here. So I love my table. It gets the morning sun in that. But I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's still all winter stuff. It's May. So I was pulling all of that, I was putting all of that up while I was waiting for dinner to finish. But I need to do things like that. I need to mop my floors. I really do. It's, the rain has been on and off. Murphy's been in and out. I can see paw prints a little bit, not a whole lot. But I need to sweep my floors. I need to vacuum the floors. I see dust bunnies. Bathrooms need to be clean. We need to wash clothes. I need to change the sheets on our bed. Plus, I cleaned out my office at work. I don't know what I'm going to do with any of that stuff. I went through some of it. Some things are going to Goodwill. I did make a haul earlier to Goodwill and brought, the back of my Bronco was filled with stuff. So I did do that. But I need to work for me. I don't need to be cutting flowers for people because we are moving into dance recital season. And I am pairing up with 2 other flower farmers. It's already gone out. I think we're up to maybe 60 bouquets that have already pre-sold. That's going to be enough to do in another week or so. I got to get my crap together. Y'all know I don't do well with all that external noise. So I just need to clean my house. I mean, everything's okay. It's not like it's like I got clutter everywhere. It's not that. But y'all, I need to dust. I need to dust. I don't need to be able to write my name on my nightstand. And I'm probably getting close to being able to do that. I mean, anybody else out there doing that right now? So I got to get that done. So I decided, and I want to finish my front porch. It's looking so good. I still need to hang the rest of the lights. I've got curtains for the ends. I've got 2 hanging baskets that need to go up. And I bought these beautiful planters at an antique store that I need to get out there. I want to finish some of that for me. Because I do feel like flowers, and that is for everyone else. Like, it's a job. The Mercantile at the Manor, we are starting to get, if you don't know, I am I've partnered with a friend of mine and we do an online boutique. Y'all, she has some of the most gorgeous gospel art and beautiful pillows. She has some beautiful items. I'm doing the outdoor stuff. She has some beautiful items, but orders are starting to pick up, so we're trying to get the hang of that. And then the boutique. People are finding me in the boutique. I had to go this morning and bring the last of my hanging baskets. I've got like 6 left. I'm hoping they'll find a good home this weekend and they'll be done. So it should just be I've just neglected where I live. And as far as like just the day-to-day maintenance, I mean, I did a big reorg and all of that, clean some things out. But when I look around, I'm like, I should probably sweep today. I need to vacuum the rugs, like those things. So I have decided this weekend I am working for me. I hope I like me. I hope I'm happy with the job I do. Because I tell you what, I was watching somebody I follow on Instagram. She's another flower farmer. And she was talking about, is anybody else like you start to do a job and then because it seems like such a big job, you go do 5 other things during that job? And said job could have been done in an hour, but because you've left said job and went and did all these other little jobs, it's 4 hours later and that job is still not done. So I am not going to do that. I'm not going to get distracted tomorrow. I'm going to get the house cleaned up real good, get laundry done, sheets changed, all the things, so that I can get back on an even keel, because Sunday, that's my social media day. When I go look at what I'm going to do for videos, when I post, all of those things. So I want to do that. I've got to get my butt to Mississippi and pick up some tables that I'm buying from someone who has a greenhouse. Got to find time for that. Mr. Daydream has just been on call. And until one of the people he works with comes back off of medical leave, that's not happening. So things are still a little bit in an uproar there. But y'all, my Lysianthus are about to bloom. Yes. Okay. And so I did the dark purple. Y'all know I love that dark purple. And look at this. I'm sweating. Can y'all tell? That's a hot flash. Hashtag forming over 50. Oh my God. Anyway, I did the purple. I have some of the white with that little tinge of green in it. Those look like, I've got one that bloomed. And then I took a chance and I did those Roseanne Brown. Now, people either love them or hate them, but one has bloomed and I just nipped it so I could see it. And I kind of like it. I think it's going to be really pretty with the snapdragons that are coming up. So we'll see. If I don't like them, I just won't get them next year. I'm also contemplating doing fall. I'm not going to do hanging baskets, but I'm thinking about doing like a fall planter for the front porches. We don't do like those porch pots, like I know a lot of you do up winter. Yeah, it's almost my bedtime. Up north, like with the greens and all of that. We don't do that because I mean we could be wearing shorts at Christmas. So, but I was thinking about doing ordering some more plugs and doing some nice planters. I don't know yet. I don't know if I want to take that on because I also have craft shows coming up that I'll be in. So I don't know if I want to take that on this year. I'm going to do some research. If you've done those, please let me know. What else? I just need to make it through the week. I've got to figure out, I've got to find a home for the stuff that came back from my office. I am moving into, I don't know, we're doing something called hoteling. I don't know. So I'll have a space on site when I need it. But I'm not bringing anything up there. I ain't doing that. So I just got to go find a space, a home for the things I have. That if I'm not going to donate them, what am I going to do with them? So that is on the agenda this weekend because right now it's just sitting in one of the guest rooms and it's taking up space. So yeah, that's what I'm doing this weekend. And I know a lot of you are really gearing up because your spring is starting to happen. Oh, it was 94 degrees here today. So, well, we're in summer. Anyway, What else? I'm trying to think. I know there's probably more things. Oh, let me go back to the wood chips. So I don't know if you all know this or not, but so around here, the guys who cut trees and have the chippers, if you ask them, they will dump on your property for you. So this is the second time we've done it. Actually, Mr. Daydream saw the first guy in a neighborhood on his way back from, he saw him turning into a neighborhood. He followed him. They came and dumped, and we only got one load. Used it all, because what we do is we'll put them out in the field, and then he'll turn it with his tractor a couple of times, and then they'll break down into really nice compost. And so I have used those in the tunnel, in the beds. I've used them in my perennial bed, and then in my personal landscaping in those Tractor Supply freaking roses you can't kill there. And we were talking about we need to get some for the field. So he found the guys, they were down the highway, and he went and asked them. And so they dropped 4 loads today, and they'll do 2 tomorrow. So that'll hold me for a little while. We don't need a whole lot, but it is nice to have. But they do it for free. Actually, it's a lot easier for them, because they don't have to leave and go back to their home base and dump. So if they can dump closer, they can get the job done quicker. So we've never had an issue. The guys were super nice today. They came in and out of the gate. And y'all, my neighbors must think I'm a nutcase. So they were actually at the driveway next door, and I had just pulled out because I had to go bring the hanging baskets to the boutique. So I followed them into my neighbor's driveway, and I'm blowing the horn, and they stop, and I get out. I'm like, no, you're in the next driveway. And he's like, and then he says a little English, and I'm like, oh Lord, I don't speak Spanish. So I am out there acting everything out. It was before 9 o'clock this morning, and I was playing charades. And so I was trying to get them to cut through the field, but they ended up backing out. And then I had to tell them where to drop off, how to turn around. I mean, I'm out there just doing this. I mean, help me, help myself. And so the second time they came back, as they came down the driveway, I'm like, hola. And they're like, hola. And I'm like, now I'm fluent in Spanish. I mean, I did tell him gracias, and I knew they wanted to come in the morning. Mr. Daydream, interesting enough, Mr. Daydream's grandmother was from Venezuela, so he knows a few words that can kind of help in the Spanish language. So he was able to kind of figure out they want to drop 2 loads in the morning. So anyway, but yeah, that was my early morning. I was out here just like, and dry. And then one guy kept pointing to the tree that's up in the front of our property. And I'm like, what are we looking at? And I'm like, what? And then I realized he was trying to tell me it needed to be cut down. And I'm like, and he was like, yes, yes. So we're out there doing that. My neighbors just get a show. They just get a show. It's who I am. Oh, God. Anyway, my whole point to that was, if you need wood chips and you see someone cutting trees in a neighborhood of that, if you just go ask them, and they'll want your address, and if they can get in and turn around, dump, they will do it. So you can also, I think there's a website you can actually go on and request as well, like woodchip.com or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, just a little FYI. All right, I am over my hot flash. I'm so sick of hot flashes and night sweats. I swear I want to come back as a man. That's what I want to do. I want to come back as a man. Anyway, I'm going to go hit the tub. I'm going to go take a nice relaxing bath. And I'm crawling in the bed because I got to be up early in the morning because I got a lot to do. But anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I hope you have a wonderful week. And you know what? Thank you always for showing up here, because sometimes I just talk about randomness, and I appreciate that you let me do that. So have a wonderful week, and we will chat again soon. See ya.